The National League Championship Series between the LA Dodgers and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Well, in a 7-game series, winning Game 1 on the road is great, but it doesn't mean all that much if you can't back it up and win Game 2. A win here really puts them in a commanding position, but if they split these first 2 games, it basically becomes a best of a 5-game series starting all over again from scratch.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Home side about to take the field. This place is jumping. Here's public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2019 Chicago Cubs.
And briefly here, a glance at the 2 starters who'll get the ball here in this one. Time now to check out the lineup for the visiting Dodgers. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Oh, man, I love what A.J. Pollock does for this offense. He's hit 2 home runs so far in this series already, so you know he's feeling really good about himself. You can bet they were talking about him in the pitchers meeting before the game, so their focus is on him, and so is mine.
Dallas Keuchel is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Dallas Keuchel is a complete pitcher. He's kind of a throwback to a Jimmy Key kind of pitcher, a Tom Glavine type, not overpowering, 89 to 91 miles an hour would sink. Has the curveball, has the slider, and the straight changeup. What makes Dallas Keuchel so good, he'll throw all 4 of his pitches at any point in the count.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Left side, but well foul. Cold weather continuing here in Game 2. 49 degrees, our first pitch temperature. Now a swing and a miss on the fastball. Then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening. One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed. And what happens? He gets the fastball and he can't catch up to the express. Fouled off. Ready on 1 and 2. High in the air and deep to left center field. Almora racing back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting third, the third baseman, Justin Turner.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit sharply on the ground. Simeon's there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Dodgers down in order. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
You know, I'm looking forward to see what this guy can do in that 5-hole. We all know he's just a great baseball player. He's one of the elite players in the game, and it's always a privilege to see him do his thing. Hopefully he does just that in this one. Clayton Kershaw will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan, any thoughts? Hey, listen, when you can go 7 full innings like he did, I know he got a no decision in his last start, but it was a real solid performance. If he continues to pitch like that, the wins are going to start coming.
Hey, let's take a look at the Dodgers on defense. And let's focus on Corey Seager. Cal Ripken Jr., anyone? This guy looks like the spitting image of Iron Man. I think he's just scratching the surface of a Hall of Fame career. Multiple MVPs, Gold Gloves, you name it. Corey Seager is on fire.
Here's George Springer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The 3-1 pitch is in there for a full count now. 3-2.
3-2.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Line to the right side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Hey, you want to be the team on the attack, without question. In the bottom of the first, starting it off with a leadoff single gets everyone in your dugout going.
Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. His lifetime numbers against Kershaw, he's 0 for 4. Now the 1-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. Kershaw, a 6'4" lefty. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
High set by Kershaw. Now the pitch. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here's the 2-2. Taking off is Springer. Pitch inside the throw.
Hey, it's almost impossible to throw a base runner out that gets a lead that big. And plus, this catcher's not known for having a cannon of an arm.
Springer stands at second with no outs. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
This is where a strikeout pitcher has such a big advantage. Runner on second and no outs. It's definitely a strikeout situation in order to keep that runner from getting to third with less than 2 outs. When you can do it, it changes the whole strategy of the inning. Even a ground ball to the right side makes this a lot more dangerous situation.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. And with 2 away, let's check in with our up-to-the-minute playoff bracket. And you can see our series at 1-0 as things are starting to heat up here as we get later into October. In now, Nicholas Castellanos. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. This is line to left. Taylor is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Cubs strand 1. We are still scoreless. Line hard to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Ready on 1-2, and he fouls this one off. The 1-2 misses for the second ball.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Full count to Bellinger. 3 balls, 2 strikes. On deck, there you see David Freese. He'll be next. Fouled away. Another full count pitch home. On a line, that's a base hit into left field. So the Dodgers get their leadoff hitter on base to kick off the inning. Boy, that line drive was a blur off the bat.
Which means it's definitely worth looking at on Show Track. And how about this for an exit velocity? 116 miles an hour. That's right up there with the fastest we've seen.
Into the box, David Freese. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike. I count.
That's a fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or you just pitch around them?
Throw on to first takes care of Freese as well. It's a double play.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 11, A.J. Holland.
Hit on the ground to third. Right to Bryant. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. So no runs on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Here's Javier Baez. His lifetime numbers against Kershaw. He's 5 for 7. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Back up the middle. And that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
There's a hard-hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Striding in, Randall Grichuk, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Three and 1 to the Cubs left fielder. Three balls and a strike to count to Randall Grichuk. There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2. Baez on at first, nobody out. Baez breaks from third. Full count still. Another full count offering on its way. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Not in time as he steals second.
They ran the risk of a strike him out, throw him out play there, but that was a good job of getting in there successfully. On 3-2, there's a decent chance the hitter puts the ball in place, so it can be a good time to be aggressive just like that.
Standing in now, Marcus Semien. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out.
Batting it, the catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. His lifetime numbers against Kershaw, just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Here's the 1-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. We'll move to the third with no score. So coming to the plate, Kike Hernandez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. So 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Two things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
2-2 the count. Three and two now. Will Smith will be next. Count still full, 3-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Almora is right there, one down.
Batting eighth.
Now at the plate, Will Smith. He loses him on ball 4. So a runner at first with one out now. And in to hit next, it'll be the ever versatile Chris Taylor. Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty, 2-2. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Under this one is Grichuk, and there are 2 away now. And with 2 away, let's check in with our up-to-the-minute playoff bracket. And you can see our series at 1-0 as things are starting to heat up here as we get later into October. So it's back to the top of the order now. And up next, the former All-Star shortstop, Corey Seager. Now he drops a changeup on him. Strike 3 called, and a great pitch there to retire the side. 1 left for L.A. Home half of the third coming up. No score. And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Outside, 2-1. Almora with an even count, 2-2. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Bellinger moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
The right fielder.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And former World Series MVP George Springer bats next. Swung on and chopped down the line at third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first to take care of him, and Kershaw's in control now, 2 away. Stepping in, Anthony Rizzo. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Rolled slowly down the first baseline. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We'll move ahead to the 4th inning now in game 2. And we are tied 0-0. And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Throw to first in time, 1 gone here in the 4th.
The third baseman, Justin
Stepping into the box, Justin Turner. He's 0 for 1 thus far. This is line to left. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Now batting, the right fielder.
At the plate, Cody Bellinger. A base hit in his first trip. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Fouled off.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit right. That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
Stepping in now, David Freese. That's popped up. And that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The center field.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Into the box now, A.J. Pollard. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Dodgers strand a couple. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. The next Cub up, Chris Bryant. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Bellinger is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first
The
out.
designated hitter.
For the plate now is the designated hitter, Nicholas Castellanos. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. There's ball 4.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Into the box now, Javier Baez. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Kershaw now on 1-1. Slider laid off for a ball.
Well, it's 2-1 now, and we haven't seen a fastball from him in this at bat yet. As a hitter, you've probably got to sit on that right now.
And this one's in the dirt. And almost had him, but he's able to make it back to first safely. High set by Kershaw. Now the pitch. Now a shot sent off to the right side, but foul. The 3-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Runner goes for second. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Oh, it's hit to third. 5, 4, 3. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the fifth.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. Hit the other way out toward right field. Springer has a read on it. He's got it one away.
Now batting, catcher.
Now in the box, Will Smith. He drew a walk his first time up. This is hit high in the air out toward left center.
Waiting on it is Almora. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
The left fielder.
Now to the plate, Chris Taylor. He flew out in his last at bat. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And here's one that's taken for a ball. It's now 2-1 to the Dodger left fielder. Fastball is looked at for strike two. No runs, 3 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
This is a big bat right here. No doubt you'd rather go after the 9-hole hitter with a runner on third instead of giving the top of the order a chance to cash in.
And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole and getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The bat, number 5.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. He's running. Pitch outside. The throw. Offline throw, but they still got him. Good job of getting the tag down there. Another look at the throw down that results in a third out on the bases. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And it's fouled away. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now that's popped up. And Freese will put this away. No problem for the first out.
Now batting.
Into the box. Marcus Semien hit it hard, but lined out in his first at bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like you did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
The 2-2. And there he goes towards second. Count remains 2-2. And Kershaw can't find the target there as he's run it as far as it can go now. It's 3-2.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Semien leads off first with one away. second. Strike taken to throw. Throw won't get him.
Now batting.
I like the aggressiveness with 2 strikes to put the runner in motion. Sometimes that can backfire, and it can turn into one of those strike him out, throw him out double plays, but he was able to get there safely at second.
Into the box, Albert Almora. Drilled on the ground to short. Seager comes up with it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. 5 innings complete, and we still have no score. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Corey Seager, 0 for 2 for him to this point. Still 1-2.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Fouled away. No runs, 3 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Contreras is after it, and he makes the throw to first. Muncy is retired. 2 down now.
Now batting.
Good job of getting him to chase the ball in the dirt right there. Hey, also credit the catcher for keeping it close and finishing it off with a good throw to first. That's harder than it looks, but big league catchers make it look easy sometimes.
In now, Justin Turner. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Taken in by Simeon. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. Still no score. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, George Springer. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
Struck him out.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
Ready for another shot now. Anthony Rizzo. 3rd trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. Taylor is there. 2 down.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Chris Bryant. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what is he doing? He shows up, Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Kershaw looks in. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. It's on to the 7th now in game 2, but before we start, there's a look at our game summary to this point. So here's the cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Nat. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
As we look at the numbers, we can see that he's north of 90 pitches right now, so it's not surprising to see him maybe losing a little.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Sharp ground ball to third. Bryant is up with it to second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Dodgers go down quietly. We are still scoreless.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And he pops it up. Seager is calling for it. Makes the play, 1 away.
The batter.
Ready once again, Javier Baez. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. 2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2. Now the 2-1 pitch is a fastball that misses. The 3-1. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with one swing.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Baez breaks from first. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Gone! A 2-run shot that gives them the lead.
You can call it unfair or just the breaks of the game, but up until this pitch, which was a big mistake, he was throwing a gem. Now he looks up at the scoreboard and he's trailing. That's demoralizing, but he's got to forget about it quickly.
Stepping in now, Marcus Semien. Fouled off. Now the 1-2 pitch from Kershaw. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. A bouncer to the left side. Gloved by Turner. And there are 2 away now. Ready for another chance. Wilson Contreras. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot. Has to put the ball in play. I love the fact that this batter continues to be aggressive, but after striking out twice.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now 2-0 Chicago.
Your attention, please. Now,
so a new pitcher coming on now, and we'll get a look at the hard-throwing right-hander Brandon Morrow.
Brandon Morrow.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Kike Hernandez. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. Line shot to first, and there's one away. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. And he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance.
Matty V, what a nice performance in this one. 7 shutout innings. Watching from the dugout now. Hard to believe that he could pitch any better than he did through the first 7 innings.
Somebody needs to go rattle the cage right here. Take the bats and start throwing them all over the dugout to get these boys going. If this continues, I guarantee you see a different lineup tomorrow.
Got him swing.
Chris Taylor.
The 2-1. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Hit well on the ground to first. Onto the bag with it is Rizzo, and the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. It's the Cubs 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Dylan Floro is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 51. Dylan Floro.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Pollock. He's there and records the first out. Final line there for the Dodgers starting pitcher, and he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance.
Well, this is one of those as a pitcher where you don't get rewarded for pitching well. He threw the ball great in this one. Didn't get much run support. He's in line for the loss, and he deserves a much better fate. He threw the ball pretty well in this one.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. Sinker misses, ball 4.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
The 1-1 home. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out. And into bat next, former National League MVP Chris Bryant. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And that's going to fall for a base hit. Throw into third. And this will come in far too late. He's in there at third.
Hey, D-Roll, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Nick Castellanos now. Runners are at first and third, one away. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. On the move is Pollock, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. In to score is the runner from first. Now a 5-0 lead.
And you know, this one might be the one that seals this thing for good. A 3-run deficit is tough enough to overcome, but a 5-run deficit feels like it might just be a little bit too much. They don't have many outs left to work with.
Joe Kelly answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the ninth inning without any trouble.
Number 17.
Javier Baez will be his first assignment out of the bullpen as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and one away. Now the 1-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. Castellanos, the runner at second with one away. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Here's Randall Grichuk. Kyle Schwarber will look to provide a little two-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and two away. Swung on and missed 3-2.
Count is 3-2.
And here's the 3-2 from him. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
You can see that this wasn't that difficult to play as it headed up the middle, but it might have taken a funny hop there. He couldn't make the play on it.
Into the box now, Marcus Semien. And he wouldn't have made contact with that one with an or. It's 2-2. And a fastball in the dirt, but it's blocked nicely as he keeps it in front of him. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with two men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
So digging in now, Wilson Contreras. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
2 out, bases loaded. That's 3 balls and a strike. Flirting with a little danger here. Albert Almora would be next. And it misses, ball 4, and that will force home a run.
The center fielder,
Caleb Ferguson enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Attention, please. Now,
Albert Almora will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. This is foul right side. 4 runs here in this half inning. 2-2, here it is. Weak grounder back to the mound. He'll throw home with it, and they get to force it home. Whatever works as the side is retired. Another good inning for the Cubs here, and you don't need me to tell you that these folks don't need much of a reason to have a good time. Game 2. Kyle Schwarber will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field. Will Smith comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber will come in as well as a part of the double
Now
switch.
playing right field, number 22, Jason
1-1 to 1-2 now. Now here's the pitch. Line drive to left. And that'll get by and on through towards the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Well, back in the day, you would hope your leadoff man can work a walk or leg out an infield single, but not in today's game. Now they expect the leadoff hitter to have a little pop, just like this guy. Nice leadoff double.
Now at the plate, Max Muncy, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Count even at 2-2. Still even at 2-2. Seager leads off second with nobody out, and he fouls this one off. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
To short, hit hard. Baez has it. And that's the first out. So striding in, Justin Turner. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Count remains full. Line toward the alley in left center. Springer is there, and there are 2 men gone now.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
The Dodgers down to their final strike. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, this game had its moments, but it got out of hand pretty quick. Always nice when you can coast to a 6-run win. Save your closer for another day and let everyone in on the action.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
A 6-0 shutout to finish off tonight's game. The Cubs have evened up this series at 1 game apiece. Dallas Keuchel is the winning pitcher of record. Clayton Kershaw